If you or someone you know has type 1 diabetes and is interested or invested in beta cell regeneration, I've got something you want to know. If we haven't met yet, my name's Bowie. I've had type 1 diabetes for over 20 years, and my plan is to not have it anymore. And one of my biggest gripes with the research, the medical world, is that we, as consumers of this medicine, are completely uneducated. And when it comes to taking action on behalf of ourselves and our own health, we really don't understand how complex of a process it is. And this interferes directly with our progress. So go ahead and raise your hand if your understanding of the process of beta cells is we don't have beta cells, we need beta cells, and to get them, we take them, we plug them in, and now we have beta cells. Like a fuse or a Lego piece. We just kind of like plug it in and now we have it, right? Not so fast, because beta cells, like anything else in the human body, have a life cycle. They are immature, they grow, they mature, they live out their life's purpose, they age, and they die. And the whole plug and play mentality of beta cells in a diabetic body completely neglect all of the things that are working against beta cells in a survival standpoint, from a proliferation standpoint, and from a regeneration standpoint, and continuing that life cycle. And B, what even are the phases? What are the signs of maturity that we need to get from these kind of like ooey gooey early stage beta cells to get them to be the insulin producing beta cells that we know we need? Now, for the purposes of this video, we're not going to talk about the safety aspect of things. Like, that's the anti-inflammation, that's the immune system stabilization. I've got lots of resources on that on both my YouTube page. I've got an ebook, the Discord community, all of that. But from the maturation standpoint, there's a lot we have to learn. And this article has one of the best graphics I've ever seen in terms of encompassing all of those things. And this is it right here. So up in the top left-hand corner, you have terminally differentiated immature beta cells. So these are kind of like the brand new baby beta cells. They know that they're beta cells. They have the baseline function down, but they aren't really sure where they fit in terms of the islets within the pancreas itself and how the system as a whole works. And to my right, you have all of these factors and variables that go into getting this immature beta cell to being a functionally mature beta cell. You've got circadian entrainment, right? Do beta cells need to work the same during the day when the sun is out as they do at night when the sun is gone? No, they do not. You have intercellular signaling. Just because a beta cell is alive and in the pancreas, does it know the green means go and the red means stop aspect of signaling insulin release? Creating GABA, creating amylin, communicating with the liver and the gut? No, they do not. Do these immature beta cells know about their relationship with their own mitochondria and how oxidative phosphorylation and the resulting metabolite cycling have on its function? No, they do not. What about their relationship with glucose and the fact that when glucose comes in, the ratio of insulin release to glucose presence? What about this ever fluctuating balance of mTOR and AMPK? This balance is kind of equivalent to the green means go, the red means stop kind of balance in the metabolic pathways of beta cell activation. And there's even another deeper level of epigenetic patterning and cytoarchitectural management. So epigenetically, what's the deck of cards that we're dealing with? What is the inherent knowledge that our DNA is programming into our beta cells? This has to do with nutrient deficiencies and the resulting gene expression. What kind of raw materials and resources do our cells have to pull on in order to function properly? What sort of compensation patterns are a result of some of those maybe deficient vitamins and minerals that feed into those patterns? And then how about this one? Cytoarchitecture. Beta cells have to be oriented correctly within the pancreas itself. There is like a north pole and a south pole of beta cells. It turns out insulin release is directional, And insulin release works much better when it is oriented towards the bloodstream as opposed to into the organ itself. Absolutely bananas. Pause to read all of this stuff going on down here. But suffice to say, beta cell regeneration is not a game of plug and play. We are growing seeds in a garden. We need to make sure that the soil is rich, that they're being watered, and that the sun is out. And until you and I, the people with diabetes, start to learn about this kind of stuff, we don't get to have an active part in the research and how it affects us. Follow me as we continue to unlearn the old ways and discover what's actually going on in our bodies so that we can play an active role in our healing and our return to function.